Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 899, and today's topic of the lecture is the chemical constituents of paints part 2, and in this part I am going to discuss about toners and extenders, also film forming materials. And for manufacture of good paint, we have to understand very well these chemical constituents, their chemical properties and their importance. So the toner is actually insoluble organic dye. It can be clay, and in ancient time they used to burn the bone and they were used as a toner, and toner is actually responsible of providing the color, is used in the place of any pigment, and also it provides the good coloring power to the paint. And there are different type of toners which are used, inorganic as well as organic. The second one is called extender. Extenders are actually fillers, and these fillers are used in paint industries in order to reduce the cost. And these fillers, they provide durability, and also the paint is protected from the toxic effect of weather condition. That is also the role of extender. And then film forming materials. In the case of film forming materials, the most important part is your oil in which we are making the paint, and these oils are mainly vegetable oils like linseed oil, castor oil, soya bean oils, and all these they have unsaturation. So we have to understand very well the chemistry of these vegetable oils, especially their unsaturation and oxidation, because if the iodine value, specific gravity, unsaturation are not well understood, then the quality of paint, what it will be manufactured, will not be having good quality. So we have to check their iodine value and their unsaturation, because once these film forming materials, they are on upper surface, and in presence of air or atmosphere, the oxidation takes place. So in the process of oxidation is soapy type, oily type of hard coating is formed, and that is only due to the reaction, that is oxidation. So these chemical aspects are very important for all these chemical constituents. That's why I will be discussing thoroughly all these substances, the chemicals, the thinner, the toner, extender and film making materials, to understand their chemistry very well before you are going to start the paint industry and paint manufacture. So here I am discussing about toners, extenders and film forming materials. So number one, that is toners. They are insoluble organic dyes and are used directly as a pigments because of their durability and coloring power. The lakes, they are also called lakes, and in ancient time these toners, they were prepared by burning bones or using clays, all this, and they are commonly known as lakes, which are organic dyes. On the inorganic adsorbent they are used, and these inorganic adsorbents are mainly clay. They have also been used in many colors, and these colors, these toner colors are para red, Toluidine toner, Hansa yellow, G lemon yellow. They are the important lakes, and clay, barite and aluminum hydroxide are well known inorganic adsorbent. So these are all the most important chemical constituents of toners. If you are not properly selective and getting good toners, and if you don't know the chemistry of toners, then again there will be problem of maintaining the quality of your paint. Number 2, extenders, or we call them also fillers. The extenders or fillers are added to the paint in order to decrease the cost of the paint and to supplement the pigment in increasing the covering and weathering power of the film. So it is mainly used for covering and to weathering means oxidation or some acidic reaction out of atmospheric air. For that purpose the extenders are used to make the film, and in this manner extenders improve the consistency of the paint, leveling and setting of the paint. These three properties are linked to extender. The various extenders are used, and they are as follows. And these extenders are: number 1, that is tar; second, china clay; third, gypsum, that is also we call plaster of Paris once the water of hydration is removed. The next one is silica, barite, glass flakes, asbestos. So these chemical substances, they are widely used as a filler material, or it is known as extenders. The extenders, toners are ground in oil to apply like any other pigment. So this segment, this selection of oil for paint industry is the most important, and we have to understand the chemical constituent of oil, and mostly the oils are either linseed oil, soybean oil, and fish oil, castor oil. These are all oils there, and they must contain unsaturation, means double bond, olefinic oil, and these double bond will be oxidized in presence of air and atmosphere, and that oxidation will provide hard film forming on the surface. And if there is less percentage of unsaturation, or if there is no unsaturation in the case of oil which you have selected, then there is serious problem, and we have to check their iodine value, saponification value, unsaturation, these specific gravity. They are very, very important factors for drying oil or for the manufacture of the paint. So these are, that is number 3, film forming materials. They are known as film forming materials. The vehicle means, that is drying oil where we are putting our pigments. Our pigments are suspended, that is called vehicle, or film forming materials. Both are having the same meaning. Serve as a dual purpose. It is having dual purpose in the surface coating formulations. They act as carriers for the pigments, and as protective films. So they have dual character properties. They are as a film coating, and also they disperse the pigment, that is different type of color. Hence, reactive oils containing some degree of unsaturation. Unsaturation means double bond, and that double bond is called olefinic nature of this vegetable oil, and they have unsaturation long chain and 7, 8, 9, 6, 4 number of double bonds. And if the number of double bonds are more, the quality as a vehicle is good, because oxidation will be taking place and there will be formation of hard coating foreign materials, and these are usually called drying oils depending on the degree of unsaturation. So it is very important that degree of unsaturation means what number of double bonds are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that is degree of unsaturation, and that is going to determine the quality of drying oil or vehicle. And these drying oils are commonly known: linseed oil, soybean oil, tung oil, talc oil, castor oil, varnishes, casein, and fish oil are used as vehicles or drying oils. These oils form a protective film through oxidation, and in this process of oxidation, the polymerization will take place. Polymerization means the conversion of monomer or dimer into multi-nucleus poly compound, that is called polymer, means long chain. So that is also one of the important factor of this unsaturation, where the oxidation will make and the polymerization will take place of the unsaturated drying oil. Drying oil is thus a film forming component which, upon exposure to oxygen, has the property of drying hard. This is the main property of these oils which I have discussed: linseed oil, castor oil, fish oil, casein. All these, they have the property that once it is oxidized, it will form hard coating layer and non-sticky film. It will not be sticky. For most drying oils, these properties we have to check thoroughly. Number one, the specific gravity of the oil, drying oil, and the specific gravity of the drying oil must be around 0.93 to 0.97, and if it is less or more, it means that drying oil is not of good quality. So you have to check the specific gravity. Then number two, refractive index, and that refractive index should be between 1.48 to 1.51. Next, saponification value, and that is hydrolysis property, saponification value, in presence of sodium hydroxide, how it is going to form the salt or saponified. So the saponification value must be between 183 to 187. If it is not between 183 to 187, that oil is not good for paint industry. And also iodine value, that will check about the unsaturation. So the iodine value should be close to 90. If it is not 90 or close to 90, that oil is not good for manufacture of the paint. These are very important chemical properties we have to check before using the drying oil for the manufacture of paint. And these are important chemical properties of drying oil that are going to determine the quality of the paints. For example, linseed oil is light yellow in color but becomes colorless after oxidation. Once the linseed is oxidized, it will become colorless and slowly it will form hard and after drying it set a hard glossy film, means that is a glassy film. Hard glassy film it is formed, and linseed oil is used in 4 different grades by paint industries, and these 4 grades are: number 1 refined linseed oil, number 2 boiled linseed oil, number 3 heat boiled linseed oil, and 4th one is blown linseed oils. So linseed oil are the most important ones which are usually in manufacture of the paint in the industries. So here the chemistry of these chemical constituents I am discussing in detail. Why? Because it comes under industrial chemistry, and nowadays the paint industries are very lucrative, and in the world there is great demand. So our students who are doing graduation or post-graduation in industrial chemistry, they must understand very well inside chemistry, only then they can produce very good quality paint. So I will be discussing one by one in detail. With this I will stop. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.